welcome to another video of house hunting in Southwest Washington. My name is Andrea Mayhew. I am one half of the Mayhew team. I work with my husband John as well, and we're a husband-wife real estate team. John is also licensed in Oregon, so that helps our clients who need to move from Oregon and buy in Washington, or opposite, move from Washington into Oregon. We saw the need pretty early on in our real estate career that initially we weren't able to help those clients, and John went ahead, the smarty pants in the group. He's the one that is able to read something and remember it and take a test and pass it. Me, on the other hand, I can't do that. So he's the test taker, and he was the one chosen to get his Oregon license. I wanted to discuss today, when you're a first-time home buyer, the out-of-pocket costs that come with buying a house. There's not much, but the amount can be high. Initially, the first thing, once you get into contract with a house, you have 3 business days to turn in the earnest money. So the earnest money is something, and this is the reason I bring it up, is because I had other first-time home buyers ask if that was something that they could just add at the end in closing costs, and it's not. The 1%, it's usually 1%. You can negotiate it down if you need to. If you don't have 1%, that amount is always negotiable, but that is due to the title company after 3 business days of being in contract. So once you sign and it gets signed around by both parties, you have 3 business days to turn that earnest money into title. So that is something out of pocket for sure. And that can range, it can be $1,000, it can be upwards. If your home is $500,000, it could be $5,000. So that is something of, it's called earnest money. That is like your promise to pay, your promise to move forward with buying their house. That earnest money is used just in case you get out without any contingencies. The sellers get to keep that earnest money. So you really want to make sure that you have a realtor that is making sure that all of those contingencies are met, and if you need to get out of the contract on anything, that you get your earnest money back, because you don't want to lose that money. That money is hard-working money that you don't want to lose. I know I wouldn't. So that's one of the things that is out of pocket when you're buying. Okay, the next thing that is out of pocket when you're purchasing is funds to pay your inspector. So that can range between $400 to $600, I've seen. When you add on services for to test for radon, or to test the sewer, like a sewer scope, that is extra. Usually it's about $150 each service extra. So that can go up to $800 when you get all of those services added on. Not many areas in Washington and Clark County need the radon. It's just mostly for your peace of mind, depending on the age of the house especially, to test for radon. And we always would suggest a sewer scope, just because it's underground. Not many people test that when they first build a house, so you don't know there's any cracks in the pipes, any cracks in the pipes, or if there's any blockages, if tree roots have busted a pipe. Those are the things that you will be able to see with the sewer scope, because they actually get a little video camera on like a pipe, really, and they push it in, and they're able to see on the video all the way. It could be more than 100 feet out, depending on where the sewer goes out into the street. So that is another cost out of pocket. Okay, and I would say the last out-of-pocket expense is the closing costs that you need to bring to the closing table. Now, this is something that you would be working out with your lender. It differs for everybody. Sometimes you can negotiate closing costs to be paid with the seller, just depending how long that house has been on the market and how much the seller wants to negotiate those costs. But that can be upwards $10,000-$15,000, and that is something on top of your down payment. So that it just all depends what you qualify for your loan. There are a lot of first-time home buyer programs out there, so definitely mention that to your lender. They're going to know that you're a first-time home buyer, but definitely bring that up to see if you qualify for any first-time home buyer programs that will help with your down payment, will help with your closing costs, that sort of thing. So on top of negotiating for the closing costs, especially after the inspection, you can always negotiate that price down, and that will help you with your closing costs as well. It will make your closing costs a little bit cheaper when you negotiate that price down. So that's just something to be aware of and take note of with your lender to see if you can qualify for anything. And one more very important tidbit of information. I know you're going to want to go shopping and furnish your new house. Do not, I repeat, do not get any new lines of credit before you close on your house. That will definitely mess up your loan. That'll mess up your credit because it does ding your credit. It will give you more of a limit of your debt. So that totally works all the numbers in the wrong way that you want when you're trying to get your loan approved, and it just totally messes up all of the numbers. So some people aren't able to close on their house because they took out a credit card to purchase new furnishings, or I know there's a really funny meme going around about seeing your new buyer pull up to the closing table with a new car, because you'll say goodbye to your house if you buy a new car right before closing. So just something to note and to keep track of when you're a first-time home buyer. I thank you so much for watching all these videos. We appreciate you guys. Questions, please comment a question and I can help answer. And if I can't answer it, I will try to find someone that can. If it's like a lending question, that sort of thing. Subscribe to our page. We're excited that you guys are watching, and stay tuned for our next videos. Have a good day.